Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the Cryptoverse. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Wake me up when September ends. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the sale on Into the Cryptoverse Premium at intothecryptoverse.com. It is time for our annual video of Wake Me Up When September Ends. The general idea that a lot of times Bitcoin goes through these periods in the month of September where it doesn't really move a whole lot. You can sometimes get drawdowns, you can sometimes get corrections, but usually Bitcoin can often pick back up a little bit later in the year. Now, obviously, there's no such thing as a guarantee. And if Bitcoin were to get weekly closes below the 50-week moving average, which is basically below 100K, then we might have to, I might have to adjust my overall view. But for now, Bitcoin is doing what it has always done in the month of September in post-halving years. And that's essentially backtest its 21-week EMA. You can see it did it in 2013 and in 2017 and in 2021. It also did so in 2020 as well. And now we're doing it yet again in 2025. So this is a very common pattern. It's happened many, many times before. We've even talked a lot about this 2020 comparison and how it is playing out almost perfectly. I don't expect it to always play out, but just that Q1 low, up, sideways, down, 2-week rally, 2-week dump, and then run. Same thing has happened, right? In Q1, you have the low, you get the dump, up, sideways, down, 2-week rally, 2-week dump. So I kind of think that a lot of this is playing out in ways that it's played out in the past. Is it possible that Bitcoin fails to hold the 20-week? It's possible, but again, the whole point of September was that we would spend the whole month testing the bull market support band. If it goes below it, it still has the ability to try to find support at the 50-week moving average, which it's found support out throughout this entire cycle. I will only flip my bias this early in the cycle, this early into the last part of the post-halving year, if we have a weekly close below the 50-week moving average. As long as it stays above the 50-week, there's always hope. So what I would like to see, I'd like to see it stay above the 20-week SMA or at least on weekly closes, or at least the bull market support band in general, the 20-week SMA, the 21-week EMA, because if we can do that, it would then set up a nicer finish to the cycle. If Bitcoin goes down to the 50-week, then we'd have to worry about, all right, is it going to hold or not? And then also, if it does hold, then we have to go through like a reparation process where it has to repair itself over the whole month of October. So we will see. But for now, if you guys go back to the videos from the beginning of the month, I was very adamant that Bitcoin wasn't going anywhere this month. It wasn't going to be going to all-time highs this month. And it would be a consolidation period where we start to see Bitcoin dominance bottom out and liquidity to flow back to Bitcoin. And sure enough, you can see Bitcoin dominance has found a low in about mid-September, and it looks like it's starting to head higher. So as far as I'm concerned, this is playing out how it always plays out in post-election years, post-halving years. There could still be a little bit more weakness for another week or two, but hopefully we see better times as we get out into Q4. So as I said at the beginning of the video, wake me up when September ends, and hopefully when October gets here, we can finally see a green day.